Iced tea, Dr. Pepper. Analyzing Cgauch. Here we go. Okay, so if you're not familiar with the analyzing series, I take one of my friends' games and I basically break down what they do right, what they do wrong, and then give them a general report card of their overall skill set at the end of the video. So this game is going to be the champion of the Fantasy Football League of the TWIF series, Cgauch. It's hard to call him defensive or aggressive. He does like his kill streaks, I will say that, as you will see in this game. Cgauch is going to run over here and cap A. The A spawn is really awkward on this map. I don't know why the hell they would put it over there, but they did. Infinity Ward and all their glory and all their painkiller and all their dead man's hand decided to put the A flag way off the original spawn. So Christian's going to grab it and he's going to pick up a kill or two. He's at 3 points right now, so he lacks 1 for his pred. What you're gonna see Christian do is make maximum use of his kill streaks in this game. He's going to make sure that he plays in such a way where his kill streaks build into each other. He picks up his pred right there, and I haven't seen this game in a long time, so I don't know exactly what he's gonna do. He picks up his precision and he sees a bunch of red dots on the map, and he's gonna drop it near a choke point. Also pay attention to Christian's gun choice in this game. It's the Scar L Silenced, which obviously it's an assault rifle and it has good range, so he's staying off the radar and he's able to pick these guys off from far away. He gets a triple with his pred there, and now he's in the Reaper. And although the air support isn't what it was in Modern Warfare 2 and the maps are more congested and harder to hit stuff with, Infinity Ward did leave the flags open for the most part, so when you're in a Reaper and you hear the guy, Ice Cube, saying, "losing A," or whatever, then you know to shoot your Reaper over there. Just shoot it and immediately try to guide it over to A, because there are not many flags that are completely inside. Christian's just going to work here with his Reaper. He's trying to hit B. He gets blast shield hit marker there and ends up killing the guy. And notice when he calls it in, he positions his body in a very careless spot. I don't know if this is something he does intentionally, but it is something that makes it where the enemy finds him and kills him while he's in it. So when he comes out of the Reaper, he's in a position where he can start his kill streak over. And obviously with the game set up the way it is you can do that, but starting off of spawn might be more advantageous to some people. Like I said, I don't know if he does that intentionally, but that is something you see from players like the Mark of J. He does that a lot. He'll call his user-controlled kill streak in a very negligible spot, almost as though he was saying, "Here, come kill me so I can start pounding you with kill streaks again." Although, like I said, in this game, that might not be the most effective approach, but it seems to work out for Christian very well. I'm going to go ahead and point out that he has Red Tiger on this Scar, so I would assume that it's a gun he's very comfortable with. As I play with him, he does use it quite a bit, and he picks up his second pred there. He's going to go ahead and drop it. He sees that he's losing A and C, and he does this little crazy maneuver where he boosts and then flings it over at the end. I don't know how I feel about that. He's going to drop his precision, and it sounds like I'm shoutcasting very badly. He's going to get his Reaper with another triple, and it's been like a minute and a half and Christian's already in another Reaper. He's completely decimating this team with air support. Another thing to keep in mind is that Christian is on 2 flags when he calls in this Reaper, and he somehow lets him lose A there, but it doesn't matter because his team is good and grabs C. But when you call in your kill streaks, like the Reaper, you always want to make sure that you have 2 flags, because you can spawn trap them easier. That's common sense, but I see people, you're on 1 flag, you're getting spawn trapped, and they'll drop their air support. That might be smart for a cock blocker chopper, but for a Reaper, it might not be the best move, because your body might be better suited towards a flag, preferably B in most cases. So Christian once again has died during his Reaper call-in, so he's poised to start a new kill streak. He's not really sure where they're spawning, but he quickly finds out that they're spawning at A. Almost gets killed by a bitchy Dom there. Picks up a second kill. picks up an assist that counts as a kill and gets his pred. Christian's already got a pred, and he just respawned 20 seconds ago. He does that little insane thing where he boosts blindly and gets a... He has his precision, and you can see he's utilizing the famous ground clip here. If he stays crouched in that position, he can basically clip people over that concrete. I'm assuming because an idiot teammate pushed up too far, they flipped out. I think he knows this, or maybe he's just trying to take a more defensive spot on the map. I'm not sure. Regardless, he cleans a guy up off a B there. Christian's moving in a way that might not be the smartest, but it works out very well for him. He seems to have incredible map knowledge and knowing where the other team is at all times. It's something I'm very impressed with him. I'm very impressed with just watching this game, because it's almost as though he has a constant Blackbird up, just the way he operates the map. It's something he does very well, and other players should try to implement, because even though he does hover around the middle, maybe a little bit too much, he does a very, very good job of being ready when the enemy's coming, having his side up. Right here he gets a little... This is a really, really cool part of the game with the Barrett, but he gets a little greedy here and tries to drop his precision too quick, and it costs him his Reaper. Another Reaper, I should say. He wouldn't have... I guess he would have lost it, but he probably shouldn't have called in the precision there. But when you're getting rushed by that many people, it doesn't really matter what you do, quite honestly. So you can see he's already building up his next kill streak. And the rest of the gameplay is basically the same. It's Christian maneuvering the map in such a way where he's spawn trapping the enemy at all times, he's picking them off with a silenced weapon, and he's completely decimating them with kill streaks. I'm going to go ahead and start my rating here. Map navigation, it's definitely a 10. It's something Christian does very well. He's played Call of Duty for a long time. He knows how to get from point A to point B without being stupid and getting bad deaths. General smarts, reloading and traffic patterns, I'd say that's an 8 for Christian. He knows the traffic patterns very well, although these kids are pretty bad, so they never really even shot at him. They didn't have any clue what's going on, so you didn't get to see his reload come into play, but his general smarts are very strong. One aspect that I'd like to see him do more is to play the objective just a tad more. Although in this game it wasn't really necessary, because the enemy team had downs and he had good teammates on his side that were capping the flags and keeping him spawn trapped. Christian tends to be a little bit of a kill whore sometimes, which, you know, you like your teammates to be able to cap flags. Anyway, it works out for him in this game. Christian's the kind of player that if you have objective people on your team that can take the flags, he can do a very good job at keeping the other team respawning and keeping them locked in their spawn and not pushing up too far. His objective play, I'm going to go ahead and give him like a 7, because he caps the flags when they need to be capped, but sometimes he can get in a little bit of a kill whore mode. You can't really see it in this game because, like I said, the other team has no idea what's going on. Communication, that's not Christian's strong suit. It's a 6. I'm going to go ahead and say that he doesn't give very many call-outs, as you see the King of Swag getting the final kill there, Kevin. But Christian does allow himself to get frustrated sometimes, and it's probably the weakest part of his game, is his lack of call-outs. And he's a very, very strong player, as you see him finish 46-4. If he would just communicate a little bit better, he already is a great player, but he would be even better. Gun skill, that's definitely a 9. Christian's gun skill is very good. It's not perfect, but it's very good. I mean, you could tell in the gameplay, there's not much more that can be said other than it's superb. X Factor, that's an 8. Christian's a very good player, but if it's just you and him, it can be in domination, it can be a very difficult passage trying to get to the win, because, you know, he wants to set up and spawn kill all day, which is fine if you have a team, but when it's 2 people and you're on one flag, it doesn't have that John Chris effect where he has a complete overwhelming just win to him. although he's a very strong player and I enjoyed analyzing his gameplay. And that was analyzing Cgauch. It's been Filthstepin and I'm out.